digital advertising is really anything that moves, and especially in the out-of-home market, it can be above the ground, it can be below the ground. Essentially, it's dynamic content. TrueMedia product is an audience capture tool, so it can measure how many people look at either a digital signage solution or a static image, how long they look at it for, if they're male or female, the age group.
Digital, I think, is becoming more of an item for clients to consider because of the flexibility that it offers. That flexibility is based around the fact that you can actually offer day parts, week parts, you can upweight in particular times of the day.
This is electroluminescent technology. It's a paper-thin panel, completely flexible. We basically print these panels, and as you can see from some of these examples, they can be illuminated and animated to any sequence and make it very eye-catching. We mainly use this technology for bus stops, billboards, point of sale, very small electrodes sandwiched between phosphor panels, and as you pass an electric current through, it lights up the phosphor panels.
The product is a product of interactive beams of light which work in a way of reflection. There is a little reflector that is on the floor, and when somebody walks over it, he gets to engage with it and to activate an audiovisual event. The next step has to be interactive digital media, and in order to get more interaction or interactivity with the brand and with the messaging, we need to provide something that will engage more than one person at a time, and this can only be done through gesture-based interaction.
This product here is called Magic Symbol, and essentially it uses a normal computer with a normal webcam type camera. As you can see here, we have a webcam camera up here. And then the clever bit is some software that uses the camera to look, and if it sees a pre-printed symbol, like this one for example, then the computer activates a pre-rendered image onto the card when you see it inside the screen.
Traditional out-of-home has got huge amounts of benefits. It reaches a huge amount of people. It's a truly broadcast medium, unlike a lot of other medium these days. What digital out-of-home does is it breaks down some of the traditional barriers that are associated with outdoor, i.e. the fact that you can only run campaigns for 2 weeks was a traditional barrier. Now with digital you can be as flexible as you want.
This is a FruitBlast technology which allows us to touch the screen and change content. It's a film which is actually placed over the window and acts as kind of a mouse movement, so you're able to change and adapt content as to your choice by movements on the screen.
The iTouch is basically an interactive video, or interactive window more correctly, which you can screen on top of it any kind of content from templates that iClick will provide and will be able to be customized by the customer.
Our surfaces primarily concentrate on multi-touch and an infinite multi-touch of that. Unlike your iPhone, which is mainly just 2 touch or maybe even 3, ours can have perceivably up to 10,000 touches, and the system can be scaled up for any size of wall, floor, ceiling, table, or any installation with a flat surface. The main important thing is to forget the mouse, forget the keyboard, forget buttons. Having static interfaces with buttons that you press is very PC-centric. Well, with a system like this, you know, if you consider rather than pressing a button to activate something, you can actually grab an object, slide it through a gap, drop it into a box,